so a lot of people ask me, what are the requirements to work on a yacht? So in yachting, you don't have to have any prior experience working on boats, which is pretty cool. But what you do have to have is, for one, you need to have a passport. For two, you have to have the proper certification. So pretty much worldwide is going to require that you take a training course called the STCW 95. I'll go into a little more detail about what all that course entails in another video, but just know that it is a 5-day course. Costs in America and US dollars, it costs around $1,000. I know in other parts of the world the price varies, but so does the quality, so you can expect it to be something like that. So you're going to need to have the STCW, as well as you're going to have to pass a physical exam, and this is going to have to be given by a special kind of doctor, like a maritime doctor. In America, we call it the ENG1, and I had mine done a few years ago, and it was around the ballpark of $100 US, and you know, it's just a basic physical just to make sure that you can actually, you know, do the physical work that's required of working on a boat and being out at sea. And the physical itself only took about maybe 10-15 minutes, but you do want to make sure you book it well in advance, because only a few doctors can actually sign off for this kind of exam. So they're, you know, obviously they have a lot of people wanting to book appointments. So I recommend you maybe get that physical exam done around the same time as your STCW, and you'll be able to get these, you know, in the same area. In America, I would certainly recommend Fort Lauderdale, Florida for that. So yeah, so you're gonna have to have passport, STCW 95, pass your physical exam, the ENG1, which is maybe called something else in your region of the world. And then there are, you know, the mental requirements, like you're gonna need to be willing to kind of drop everything in your physical world and move into the yachting industry. So you're gonna be living and working on a boat. You're going to maybe not see your friends and family for several months, and maybe even all the way up to a year. When you start work, you're going to sign a contract, which could be just like a season, which might be, you know, 3 or 4 months, but it might be a whole year. And in that time, you might get very little vacation time, especially in the beginning. So yeah, if you have any like personal obligations, if you've got a pet, if you have a child, if you have a significant other, you need to make sure that you are willing and able to kind of put that on the back burner, or whatever you want to say. Kiss your mom goodbye, maybe break up with your girlfriend or boyfriend, find a long-term pet sitter, because you're not going to be, you know, going back home often. In fact, you're going to relocate your whole life to, you know, a yachting hub, get the training, you know, start your day work, or maybe you'll get a full-time job immediately, whatever, but just kiss your land life goodbye for now. So and then one more thing to add, you need to physically be able to do a lot of manual labor. Let's say some of the work days can be 10 to 16 hours, maybe even more, and it might be many days, back to back, weeks even. If you're on a busy charter boat, like, you might not get a day off for 20 days. I mean, it's not unheard of. The yachting industry doesn't follow the same rules as, you know, land-based work. There's not overtime. You know, there's, you know, it would be nice in a perfect world. There are some guidelines, but, you know, you're in international water, so who's going to enforce them? So yeah, just to summarize that, you're going to need your passport, you're going to need your STCW 95, you're going to need to pass your physical exam, you're definitely going to need the proper working documentation in whatever region of the world you want to work in. So if you're getting a job in America, that's going to need to be, you know, work eligibility to work in America, or a visa. I'll go into more detail about that in another video, but so that's the physical things. And then mentally, you just need to be able to, you know, be away from home for long periods of time. You're going to miss the holidays, you're going to miss your best friend's wedding, perhaps, and you're going to need to be able to live on a boat in close living quarters. You probably have to share a room, no privacy, and yeah, you're just going to need to just be willing to just give everything you got to the yachting industry for a while. But, you know, it may sound daunting, but I think that if you succeed, you'll find that it's well worth the sacrifices.